Welcome, tricksters and tricksetters, to another reaction to the Valorant dev updates. So basically, they they decided to keep the community healthy, you know? They decided to keep I really wonder, why did they make this video? Maybe because of the, people that are mentally disabled in this game? Maybe because of people telling others that they should, are gonna rape their whole family, rape them. Maybe because this is probably the worst fucking community in any FPS game ever to exist. I really like when I play in high Radiant lobbies, I'm winning a 4-1 match, and my teammates become disabled, so to say. But okay, let's see what they have to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Anna and I'm the studio head for Valorant, and I'm here to chat a bit about player behavior in the game. Since launching Val, especially with the addition of voice comms, we've known that fighting in-game harassment was going to be both something we needed to prioritize and also would be one of the most challenging issues that we would face.
What's challenging? You know what is challenging? What is really challenging is how some of these players are still fucking alive. And how are they not banned? Number one. Number two that is challenging is how the fuck in 2024 I cannot pick a map that I want to play. There is no... I'm getting Breeze 10 times in a row. Lotus 16 out of 20 maps. Come on, man. That's challenging.
We've been working on systems and technologies, and we actually have been making a lot of progress, but having large global player communities presents unique challenges, evolving challenges. So we have to be ready and willing to re-examine things and hold ourselves accountable when things are not meeting our community's expectations. And that's exactly what we've been doing. I've spent the last couple of weeks reviewing player logs, looking at penalty escalation paths, discussing player behavior philosophies, seeing where they're working and where we absolutely need to do better. It's not the first time I've had to do this. It will not be the last. It's important work, but it's not always easy work. I'm a human, and a caregiver, and a team lead, and in almost every aspect of my life.
She's a hottie for real. Brother, you need to go out on the... touch some grass, brother. Like, grass, green stuff. Go maybe to some kind of a club and, go to the gym and your standards are gonna go higher. Brother.
I feel this deep responsibility to protect people, and this is no different. The responsibility of protecting our community of Valorant players is one I take very personally, and I can tell you that very often it can feel like I've failed in that responsibility. Player behavior is a complex problem space. Our systems cannot catch everything. They require constant attention and tweaking and improvement.
You know what would be good in Valorant? Like if you have an Overwatch system, but only for the player behavior. Like Counter-Strike Overwatch, but not for cheating, but actually for players that are toxic. And then there is a council that decides, this guy out, this guy in.
Sometimes it has to be painfully manual or dependent on our players reporting things and on our processes staying well tuned. And sometimes tech that has the potential to be a game changer takes longer than you want to work. All the things we say at Riot on the topic of player behavior are true. I want to assure you that Riot has always taken this seriously. That's been true ever since we launched League of Legends.
Frost, did you edit this video, bro?
But at the end of the day, there are still some people in this world who want to take out their insecurity or their bad day or their hate or their whatever on some stranger through their computer screen. So we work harder.
Listen here. If you have strength and time to be toxic in a video game, you're not doing good in life. trust me, do something else. First of all, playing Valorant is not gonna make your day better. If you have a bad day, playing any competitive game is not going to make your day better. Especially such a toxic games such as Valorant and League of Legends. Don't do that. Don't come into the lobbies. Second of all, if you have a time and strength to be toxic in a video game, you need to do something with your life. Your income is 100% below average. You look like a potato in real life. And go to the gym. Hustlers University. and do something, man. Like, brother, I'm working 24/7. Literally, like, I don't have a single day where I'm not working on content, coaching, some side businesses, gym, meeting with friends, with other people. Like, I don't have time and strength to be toxic. Like, you're not grinding hard in life, hard enough, if you have time to be toxic in a video game, bro. Like, it's impossible.
Take steps forward, but here's the part I can't shake. In almost all cases, someone gets hurt in the process of making these systems better. Too often, it takes someone experiencing the worst behaviors, something egregious, something painful, something threatening.
No,
for us.
They literally made this video only because of that one girl on Twitter that made a post about the guy that said that, you know, he's going to rape her or whatever. Like, the guy's a fucking idiot. Otherwise, I don't think we would be getting this type of thing, because that Twitter post got really heated. Like, I saw Andrew Tate quoting the tweet, bro. Like, I think everyone was quoting that girl, and you know, like, this problem cannot be really fixed in any video game. Like, first of all, you know, I think the funny banter and the, like, you know, backlash and some level of toxicity should exist. But, you know, funny toxicity and I mean, it's not even toxic. Like, it's just, you know, as people like to say, like, back in the old Call of Duty days, but not to that extent. And absolutely, like, you know, if you threaten to someone that you're gonna rape him, her, like, whatever, I mean, you should be banned. Like, you know, there's nothing to discuss there. You know, multiple times in my lobbies, like in Radiant, EU lobbies, high lobbies, mentally disabled people, like 80% of the time, and 80% of these players should be out. Essentially, that's why we need some kind of a pro league. You know, I think maybe making something like a Faceit would be great for Valorant. Like, I mean, private lobbies for pro players, high-elo players, where, you know, you cannot get easily there. But this is a problem that simply is really hard to fix. Like, and I don't know, man. Like, to be honest, listen. If you already have a bad day, if you already are, you know, you're not capable of withstanding the, you know, the toxicity of the game and the grind, you should not even play it, to be honest. Like, just do something else. Go play some single player games, to be fair. But I absolutely agree that, you know, these trolling monkeys, these idiots that are throwing the games, that are AFK and stuff like that, they should be out of the game. Especially in the high-elo lobbies. Like, it's impossible. Like, in Europe, okay, you can reach Radiant. I mean, not easily, but anyone can be a Radiant player. But the problem is, going from top 500 to top 10 is not worth it, because every match is just a gamble. It's a 50-50. Like, what type of teammates you get, not in terms of their skill, but in terms of their mentality, the match is already decided. Today I played like, I don't know, 7 games of Valorant, 3 games unwinnable. We are winning 4-1. Insta throw, fuck your mother, Sikim Sakunuing selection, something like Suj Pula, French guy throwing like some chakras, I don't know, man, like, yeah, ich liebe, like, you know, I don't know, like, people are just not right in their head, and it's insanity.
To better understand where the gaps in our systems and processes are. And that's exactly what we're experiencing and addressing right now. But I also want to make sure that I say this out loud. We have no room for these types of behavior in our game or in our community. Valorant is a team game. It's better.
Did she ever play League of Legends?
Played as a team. The strats are better.
Riot Games community.
All of it's better. When you tell someone to just mute comms to avoid harassment, you are essentially putting the harassed person in a position to not communicate.
That's actually true. That's absolutely true. Like, I mean, argument to like just mute the voice comms and don't give a shit about it is not a good argument. Like, silencing a person that is being harassed is just a stupid fix. But the thing is, like, that I don't know. Like, personally, I never get like, I mean, when I'm playing any video game, I really behave towards the players in my team and enemy team like a NPC bots on hard difficulty that I'm playing with and against. And that mentality helps me a lot, even if my teammates are toxic or they're like, you know, they're idiots. I'm never muting my teammates. I never in my life muted my teammates. Okay, I'm gonna let them. Maybe they're giving me some. Maybe they're gonna give me some kind of a very important comm later on or something like that. But whenever they're toxic in the game, brother, it's like a bot is talking with me instantly. So, you know, but still, get them out of the game. I mean, if they're introducing the hardware bans for this, I think they need to be very, very careful with what they're gonna do, because like every once in a while, anyone can be toxic, you know, and you cannot get instantly hardware banned for like, let's say, a month or a year only because of one curse word or some shit like that. Because in League of Legends, they have that type of a problem, like where even when you write some kind of a absolutely cretin type of shit, you know, you can get instantly banned, voice chat restricted, muted, and like, they need to find some kind of a good balance. You know, what is kind of like a, you know, high level like misbehaving, and what is like a, you know, low level misbehaving. But if they do that, that would be great. But, you know, making a utopia out of a game is just stupid. Like, I mean, I know that Valorant has probably the biggest women community in, like, you know, on average, the percentage of women in Valorant is much higher than in any other video game. But still, you cannot make a utopia out of the game. You know, there needs to be a legit punishment for some kind of a straight up fucked up shit. You know, you're out of the jail, you come to play Valorant, you go back to the jail. But, you know, but I don't know, we'll see.
To compromise how they want to play the game to accommodate you. Muting is a tool for people who choose to use it, not something that is there to justify bad behaviors. Competitive
She got a
games
point.
need to have room for banter. We believe this. And I do understand the fear. The fear that we will sanitize gaming by over-addressing these issues. We have no interest in doing that. That's not what we're talking about here. But we do believe that a person should not be in a position to have to grow a thicker skin or whatever other unhelpful suggestions have been.
I mean, I still think that Valorant players need to grow thicker skin. Like, I think the community is like either a snowflake or like, there's no in between in Valorant. Like, very rarely. There's snowflakes and there is mental abominations. You know? So.
Been thrown out there just to avoid threats of violence or literal hate speech. There's no room in our community for the most egregious behaviors, and we're not going to compromise on that point. If you need to make truly evil statements under the guise of regular shit talk to enjoy gaming, then please play something else. We won't miss you.
play something else. Like maybe League of Legends. maybe League of Legends is gonna fix your problem, you know, like listen guys, if you're misbehaving in Valorant, you don't get banned. You get banned in Valorant, and then you're forced to play 20 matches of League of Legends through this rehabilitation process, you know? And then once they come back, they're gonna be healed. They're gonna be like, bro, this Valorant community is amazing, brother. This Valorant community is the best shit ever. Like, I'm never gonna be toxic again. Was this released after the Taylor Morgan incident? Yeah, like, I mean, they're just doing a PR like bullshit and you know, damage control and stuff like that. But I understand. Like, I support this totally. You know, I totally support this.
Val community, we can't stop them from opening their mouths and saying something awful. I wish we could, but we can't stop that part. What we can do is help escort them out of our game spaces. We do some of this already. The vast majority of the time when someone says something out of line and gets reprimanded.
Sorry guys, sorry for pausing it so much, but they introduced this like new system, you know, punishment system. The European player base drops by 50% minimum. Like minimum.
They learn as a result of our feedback systems. They keep playing, they rarely repeat offend. The number of players who exhibit these behaviors are not the majority, I assure you. In fact, they are a very small fraction of our player base. However, it has definitely become clear to us that our existing penalties are not doing enough right now to remove the most disruptive players from Valorant in an efficient manner.
Listen closely. Okay. Harder punishments, great. Good job. Higher penalties, good job. But you know what is Valorant kind of missing? What would make this game better? Reputation system and block system. So, you block a player, you cannot play with that player anymore, like in Overwatch. So right now, I played with, you know, Turkish demon from Germany that is actually French, and he like fucked my whole family, like, or some Slavic. I mean, the whole Europe is fucked in the head. Like, there's not a single country that is normal. Now listen, so I play with that guy. I block that person. I cannot queue with that person for at least next 7 days. Reputation system. After the match, I can commend my teammates, and that's it. So you cannot give them a negative comment. You know, you cannot give them a negative reputation, only the positive reputation. And then the players that have the highest positive reputation, they get queued with the players that also have the high positive reputation. You know? And those with lower reputation, they get queued with players with lower reputation.
So here's what we're going to do. First, over the next 30 days, we'll be finalizing updates to our existing policies. This will allow us to issue more severe penalties and faster with a focus on the most severe behaviors, things like hate speech.
Sorry. So they say the penalties are going to be faster. There are Radiant accounts on which people, you know, like, cheat for 50 games straight. They're 50-0 in ranked solo queue in Radiant, and that is the moment of time when they get banned. Brother, their anti-cheat system, anti-cheat software is really good, but God forbid, like, it takes so much time sometimes. Like, the first 3 years of Valorant were really good in terms of the, you know, cheating problems. Like, there were not that many cheaters. But these days, like, I feel that the number of cheaters is so fucking high. It's much higher. Like, I mean, they're still getting banned, but after like 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 matches. Like, I saw one account in Radiant that had like 48 wins, 0 lost games, 600 rank rating points, 2 KD, 200 ADR, and the guy got banned on his 49th match. People 5-stack queuing and 5-stack boosting accounts, like, brother, like, how are you fast? You're not, like, don't trust them too much on this. Like, I mean, yeah, the punishments are gonna be harder. Probably we're gonna have less, you know, less toxic players. But I don't trust Valorant developer. I don't trust Riot Games about anything until I see it. I don't give a shit what they have to say.
Severe sexual content and threats of violence, which have no room in our game. And we will continue to adjust those categories when and where it's needed. Second, we need stronger tools to deal with a broader spectrum of harmful player behavior. And so we're introducing
new penalties for severe harmful player behavior, including hardware bans. This is good. This is good. I was talking about this like for the last 4 years. There should be a hardware ban, not only for cheating but also for being toxic. I think this is like you know, one of the things that the community has been asking for. The only problem is that they need to be very careful with this shit right here, because I guarantee you guys, like, there's gonna be some players that get banned for saying like I don't know, fuck you guys. Like, one guy says fuck you guys, he's gonna be banned, hardware banned for like 1 month. There's always gonna be like those incidents, and then they just need to be very careful with this shit, bro. It's not an account ban, it's a hardware ban. You need to have a really good system in order for this to work. But if they actually make a good system with hardware bans, I think that all of my teammates in Radiant Elo are gonna think twice whether or not they're gonna like be toxic.
Introducing new actions. This will include penalties ranging from temporary bans.
You know what's gonna become a thing in Valorant? 100%. Same as in League of Legends. Like, someone wants to be toxic, they're gonna spam like the pings on the minimap, spam the fucking voice comms like over here, or some shit like that. Like, you know, people are just gonna be annoying as fuck.
To permanent bans, all the way up to and including hardware bans for our worst offenders. Hardware bans are an extreme form of punishment, so we will apply them only in the most extreme cases with clear evidence and manual review, similar to how it works with anti-cheat right now.
Good.
Third, because we're making these changes, we anticipate there's going to be more reports that will require manual review, so we'll be beefing up the teams that are needed to support that. Fourth, we've been testing...
Can we please... Yo, I cannot listen to that on the stream, bro. Thank you, Gerald. Please. Can we expand the developers team that are working on new maps? Maybe a map picking system, maybe a better matchmaking as well. You know, I personally never cared at all when it comes to the toxicity that much. Like, people are just mentally ill, and I really look at everyone that is playing like in my lobbies like an NPC bots, unless I'm duo queue, of course, and I don't care about that. But brother, matchmaking in this game is like, you know, give me a fucking break sometimes. You know, can we expand the team there as well? Thank you very much.
Testing Riot voice evaluation systems in North America in English only for a while now. It's still in beta, but it's been working really well so far. Players who have been actioned upon by RVE have not reoffended at a 75% rate. This reduces the overall number of repeat offenders by a great deal.
75%.
We're looking to roll
Okay,
this out to more regions later this year, adding support for additional languages, while also taking into account local regulations on player safety and privacy. And lastly, we're going to go back and perform a one-time review of the top suspected offenders from the previous act and issue penalties accordingly. It's important.
So you want to tell me that there is a chance that all of the idiots that I played with in the last 30 days, they might get banned? I'll take that. W.
It's important to us that you can trust us with this. That when you get feedback from a report, that you can trust that something happened in a timely manner and with the right severity. I'm hopeful that these updates should be a positive step in earning that trust, and I don't think we should stop there. Penalties and punishments, they do work after the fact, but we do think there are ways that we can be more proactive, investing in systems and designs that create an environment where things like comms harassment are less likely to happen in the first place. So more on that to come. Look, I know this message is intense, so let me say this.
What is intense about this video, man? Like, I mean, for the last 4 years, we've been asking for something like this. There's nothing intense, man. Like, chill, bro. Like, you know, 80% of times people that are complaining about toxic players are just snowflakes. 20% of times, like, people are absolutely right. Like, you know, you cannot say that you're gonna rape someone. Chill, brother. Do something with your life, you know, like, don't be a mentally disabled person. Like, I mean, I just don't get it. Like, why Valorant doesn't want to copy paste some of the already existing systems that are proven to work in other video games. Overwatch block system, Counter-Strike Premier system for picking the maps and banning the maps, like reputation system from League of Legends. Like, I mean, just copy paste it. Why is that such a... I mean, maybe the engine and how the game is built is not allowing them to, like, you know, to do that fast. But, brother, like, it's like 2024, like, I don't know. There's so many good ideas, so many good game designs, so many good systems in different games. Like, just copy paste everything and slap it on the game, bro. Like, invite system for the top players to play in the top leagues, like some private leagues, like something, man. You know?
This is not just about preventing the worst. The goal is to make it so that the people who want to play Val are able to love playing Val. It's...
Sorry, I'm laughing because, like, I don't think that anyone truly loves playing Valorant right now. How the game is balanced and matchmaking, like, I don't think that's no, a person like that exists.
About promoting the best.
Unless you're playing with your friends, you're playing for fun, and you're not grinding ranked. Actually, there's not a... I think there's only, like, maybe 5% of players in ranked solo queue that actually, like, you know, enjoy playing Valorant. Everyone else is like, I don't know.
In each of us, it's about ensuring that people can share in the joy of the matches won and the tough losses and the amazing feeling of community.
Sorry, guys. So I'm sorry for pausing this video so much. People can enjoy, you know, the tough losses. My teammates enjoy the tough like. There's no tough loss in Valorant. The last time I had a tough loss was 2022. Like, these days, either I win the match hard or I lose it hard. What is a tough loss? Like, either I win the match with 13-5 scoreline or I lose the match 5-13. There's no tough losses, bro, anymore. You know? Your teammates are already, you know, you lose the first 3 rounds of the match, it's already a loss. No, you cannot come back from 0-3, man. On bind on the attacker side. Like, no, you're not gonna play defense at all, you know? And I love, you know, to share the tough losses with my teammates in Europe. Like, when they scream in my ears, like, when they're fucking each other's mothers, fathers, families, dogs, pets, gorillas, monkeys, like, they fuck the whole zoo, bro. You know. The whole, like, numbers of species. They're not only limited to, like, humans.
That gaming can create. I want to thank you for the time. We're on this journey together, and despite the challenges, I know that the future we're building is bright and worth every effort. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. I mean, I really hope that I mean, I already made a video on my main YouTube channel, like, the biggest problems of Valorant, and I did mention this problem as one of the biggest problems for Valorant. Like, community is absolutely dog shit in ranked. Like, this is maybe the second worst community, and the first one is League of Legends, and both are owned by Riot Games. Like, you know, as I said already, like, multiple times, I think that Valorant has the opportunity to be the godlike ultimate FPS game of all times, but it's taking them a lot of time. I don't know, maybe because they rushed Valorant, you know, to release it during the COVID, to get a player base, you know. Maybe they were not ready for the game. I mean, they were definitely not ready for the game release. But also a funny thing is that Valorant was 10 times more fun, like in closed beta episode 1 and episode 2 and episode 3 as well, than it is right now. Especially because they are very, very stale with the content, with updates, with I don't know, man. Like, the map pools are shit. Like, matchmaking is getting worse day by day. Like, hit registry, desync. I don't want to talk about it. Like, and I'm just, you know, whenever I shit on Valorant, I shit on this game only because I really think this game can be the best FPS game ever to be like, you know, same as League of Legends. Like, the best MOBA game of all time. Period. Yes, Dota 2 is great, but Dota 2 is never gonna be like League of Legends, you know? Same as, I mean, right now I still think Counter-Strike is better than Valorant. I mean, obviously, you know, Counter-Strike has its own problems, but in terms of the gunplay, in terms of some of the mechanics, Valorant is still lagging a lot. Like, there's a lot of RNG factors in the game. Hit registry is like all over the place. Like, Picker's advantage is abysmal. Like, I mean, you cannot fix that problem completely. I understand, bro, but can we somehow minimize it? You know, like, also, like, they're nerfing shit tons of things in the game. I don't know. I just think that, as always, like, Valorant can get like 200% better than it is right now. But brother, do I need to wait like 6 years for this game to become better? You know? You know, I still have somewhat good reaction time. I would really like to play this video game right now, and not when I'm like 35 years old. You know? I'm definitely not gonna play Valorant in 6 years from now. So that's kind of like shitty thing, like, you know. We are getting like, I don't know. Right now, just Valorant is in a really bad spot, like really, really bad spot. And I really hope that really soon, that's a lot of reallys, sorry for that, that really soon, you know, they can fix some of these problems and make the game better. I mean, in around 10 days from now, we're getting a really big patch. You know, they're nerfing and buffing a lot of the agents. New map is coming out, and they need to step up their game with the map designs. Like 70% of the Valorant maps are dog shit compared to the maps of other FPS games. Like Sunset is pain. Breeze, mega pain. Fracture, acceptable, not good enough. Like, Pearl is fun. Pearl is a good map design, to be honest. But, you know, the new map needs to be something good, man. Something good. You know, don't focus only on the pro play, brothers. Don't focus on, like, you know, I know that. But also, I want to mention that this VCT Masters in Shanghai, the viewership is not that good. I don't know, like, for example, I was watching this morning, like, the Heretics versus Gen G. I think the Valorant on Twitch had, like, 200,000 viewers maximum during such a big event. A bit of yikes, you know? I mean, I know it's a fucking Fnatic versus Gen G, but it's still a Fnatic. It's still Gen G, you know? China on top, China number 1. Previous, like, Masters were much, much higher in terms of viewership. Why can't we get more maps like Buy and Split Ascent? I personally think that the best 3 maps in the game right now are like Buy and Split and Icebox. I know that people are not going to agree with me on that one, but just from the standpoint of map design for an FPS game such as Valorant, it's a really good design for ranked solo queue environment. Very simple maps with you know, teleporters and 3 lanes, like when it comes to the Split and Icebox, where you don't need a high level of team coordination in order to win, essentially. Like, you can carry solo matches, like, but all of the other maps are more made for pro play. Time zone is the problem. It's middle of the night for... yeah. Actually, yeah, the matches are like literally 10 a.m. for EU people. I hate Split, nobody knows how to play it in comp. I don't know, man, like, Split is a very simple map, like... Tariq had more views than Valorant channel. That's a regular thing, to be honest. I don't know, personally, like, when it comes to the pro play... You know, when... whichever game I played, I was always invested in the pro play of that game. First off, because of the games, but also because of the personalities in the game. Like, I really think that Valorant doesn't have anyone that is kind of like fun to watch or that's like a big personality, or maybe because there's not enough trash talking and rivalries and shit like that. Also, like, the pro play seasons are all over the place, and it's really hard to follow your favorite teams. But I don't know, like, you know, when I was playing Counter-Strike, like, brother, like, you know, a lot of great players, a lot of great teams. I got a lot of great rivalries as well. League of Legends, like, from 2012 all the way to 2024, I still watch every Worlds. I still follow T1 matches, Faker. I still follow, like, you know, some of the other teams as well, such as G2 and shit like that. Like, there's still, you know, spice there. But I don't know, like, maybe because, like, I mean, they're quite literally punishing the pro players if they even stand up and yell sometimes, like, or, you know, things like that. I don't know. Overall, okay. Good job, Valorant. I mean, good job. Not a good job. We don't know how this is gonna work. We don't know when this is gonna be fixed. when all of these systems are going to be implemented, if they're going to be implemented, if they're going to work. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with this game. I mean, I know for a fact that in 5 years from now, Valorant is going to be amazing. But the problem is, like, for 5 years, we will still have to endure the pain of a ranked environment. But yeah, okay. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment. I don't know why you even watch these videos, but thank you. Join my Discord server for coaching, and see ya in the next one.